Starfield's got me thinking. And it's funny because usually when I play a game, most games I would argue kind of filter you into either one or the other when it comes to your POV. You're either going to go third person, like over the shoulder, or you're going to go first person. You might do some isometric or something, but it's going to be a generally a single point of view for the bulk of your character's adventure. I feel like that's true for most games. Now, some games give the ability to go in and out. You can go into first person if you want, or go into third person if you want. And originally, I was anticipating that I would probably play a mixture of both in Starfield. But the more I watch the videos and the more I start to sort of, I guess I'm hyping myself up to a certain degree because I'm excited about what this game represents in terms of a space exploration RPG. Like, I know some people are like, oh, the bugs are going to kill it at launch. Man, I have played through some really buggy launches and still got great enjoyment out of the games. I've played Anthem, got great enjoyment out of that despite the buggy mess it was at launch. Cyberpunk 2077, still got great enjoyment out of that even with a buggy launch. Mass Effect Andromeda, got enjoyment out of that despite a buggy launch. I'm pretty easy to please, so I'm not really focused on whether or not Starfield's going to have the perfect launch. I'm more focused on, do I want to do first person or third person? And I may have even mentioned this in one of the past videos I did on Starfield, thinking about how I might do first person for all the FPS stuff, and then third person, or excuse me, and then, yeah, first person for the FPS stuff, and third person for like when I'm exploring around towns. But I'm starting to lean towards a full first person experience for my very first playthrough. And I know that sounds weird, but I guess maybe let me explain some of my reasoning to you because I think the third person is going to be awesome for screenshots in particular. That's going to be pretty epic. And for getting, clips for your videos as a content creator, I think third person is going to provide a lot of that. But I think for the playthrough, I want to go with first person because I want the chance to be immersed in the game world. And over time, as I've become an adult, I personally find first person gameplay to be far more immersive than third person because I can't see over my shoulders. So I'm very much focused on what's in front of me and my character. And games that do their sound design right, where you can hear 360, it's a hell of a lot of fun doing first person in those types of games because you're going to be getting audio cues from the environment if you pay attention. And it really does help you to, shut off the lights, put your headset on, and just get into the game. And I have a feeling that with Starfield, the first person experience of not only exploring around a planet, but then doing the combat, then getting in my ship and everything else, I just feel like that's going to be the gameplay style that gets the most out of the experience for me. Now, I played Cyberpunk 2077 as an example, and that's a first person game, and I loved it. Like, I had no problems doing first person throughout. I think it's a great way to do it, and I'm looking forward to getting a similar experience out of Starfield. Now, the flip side of this coin is that the third person looks really freaking cool. Everything we've seen of these, vast, majestic landscapes where there's a character in the foreground and some epic vista in the background, these have all been great third person shots. And so to get those perfect screenshots and those perfect video clips, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you're definitely going to want that third person POV. I don't know about combat yet because I haven't seen the combat. I may absolutely change my mind once I actually get the chance to sink my teeth into the game and play it for the first time. That's the big factor here is I haven't had hands-on experience with the game, but I know what feelings it's invoking in me, and those feelings are to play it in first person and get that sort of, explorer in space on planets in the cockpit, etc. I can dig it, like the true classic Skyrim experience, but in space, or Fallout if you prefer to say the Fallout experience in space. Um, I'm looking forward to this. I think the third person is going to come in great too for some of those. I know in the videos for Starfield Direct they were showing like those shots where the guy was using the jetpack to like jump around the battlefield, and that might be useful to help with guiding your characters around. It did help in like Mass Effect Andromeda as an example. Commercial time, everyone. Huge shout out to the Guild Champions, who are our highest tiered membership here on YouTube. We've got Bubbleonia, Ancient Entity, Crazy's Relative, Remy D. Thanks so much for your support here on the channel. And of course, to all of our members who help keep me full time here on YouTube. Thanks so much for your support, for being here, for checking in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Super chat any live streams or premieres you see. Super thanks any video uploads you see. Don't forget YouTube Shorts in that category as well. And hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream. Don't forget the Discord. Links are down below. Let's get back to the video. I wonder something else. I hadn't thought about this until just now as well is I wonder how the companions work here. If it's going to be like the Elder Scrolls companions where if they're with you, they just automatically defend you, or if there's going to be stuff where you need to give them commands. I don't know that they've dug into that too much yet, but I would imagine from a tactical perspective, third person is going to be preferred by most players because you'll be able to take the camera out, pan around, which allows you some additional um, uh, bonuses, I guess is just the way I could look. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this, but additional bonuses in terms of getting the lay of the land because you can see around corners better if you're in third person mode because you can pan the camera around. If you jump up, especially with the booster pack, you'll be able to see a huge section, quickly turn around, position yourself with your body, and so on and so forth. So I think that tactically, third person has a lot to bring to the table along with visually. A lot of people are going to take advantage of both. And I originally said that I was going to do both, but I'm telling you, as we get closer and closer, what's gotten me is the idea of what does constellation represent? And this is a whole other video that I'm going to do later on constellation and why I'm so excited to actually do the main storyline. Like, I know I'm going to get sidetracked doing all of the side quests, but everything I've seen so far from the storyline makes me think that they're going to be doing a Mass Effect type. Oh, here's an artifact. You're seeing visions from it. It's part of a bigger artifact. Let's go find all the pieces of this artifact. That storyline appeals so much to me. I don't care if it's something that we've seen in multiple other games or areas in some way, shape, or form. And I like the idea of being in that first person, immersed in it mode. So again, I'm heavily leaning towards first person only for my first playthrough, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know different people are going to be playing the game at a different pace and in different styles, but that's what I prefer. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down in the comments below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, support if you can, join our Discord. I'll see everybody in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Happy gaming.